What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Bleach. We're back again for another Ren reaction video. I am so excited, dude. I've been waiting and waiting to do another Ren song. Everybody's been asking for Sick Boy. All the love on the High Ren Chinchilla Chalk Outline reactions have been incredible. You guys got us to 2,000 subscribers. You guys have also blown up the High Ren video. I think it's at like I think it's at like, it's some big number. It's like 10, 12,000 or something like that. It is insane. So I am so excited to do Sick Boy today. I've been reading the comments. I've been taking the constructive criticism. I'm going to do my best to not talk over first reaction of the song. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the song first, and then we'll do it again and we'll react to like the lyrics and the other little things about it. That way we can make everybody happy. If you are interested, links will be in the description for the Discord if you want to recommend more Ren stuff, or if you want to join the song request streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Saturdays are Taylor Swift days, where we're doing every Taylor Swift song in chronological order. There's also the Patreon if you guys want to see uncut VODs and special bonus content. And yeah, let's rock right into Sick Boy. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. God damn. What? Whoa. Right off rip.
Hi Ren, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Okay. It's a horror movie?
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids.
Oh!
Poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil. I'm about to break, boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain. Have another go. Take another pill. Here, take a couple more. Let's see how you're doing in another week or so. You'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show. Derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan. Complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration. Drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown. I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground. I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound. I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the big boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Let's get a round of applause for Red Sick Boy. Oh man, dude. Wow. What? Oh my God, that was incredible. The beat was fucking crazy. The lyricism and his flow on top of that. I just like it, the way it just entirely encapsulates you and like brings you in, and it's like you are now listening. Like you have no choice. You have absolutely no choice. You are now listening. Like, oh my God, it's so crazy to a song like this. The way I'd go, like if I was in a club or a party and this beat dropped, I would go feral. But if I was alone and I heard this, I'd be scared. I'd be like, oh shit, my third eye is opening. Somebody's doing another deep dive into a mental stasis that I'm not comfortable talking about. Whoa. Like, okay, so just straight up, just write out a song, 10 out of 10. I mean, it's crazy. That was so stupid good. This is what I'm talking about. This is why, like, I wait all week to do another Ren video or two, because they're so good. Like, they're so banging. All right, let's run this back, and we will also be looking at lyrics and start reacting just a bit to some of the more detailed parts in the song. I mean, already, like, right off rip, right? Like, it seems like a psychiatrist meeting, which I don't know if you guys have ever been into a rehabilitation or a mental institution. I've been in rehabilitation. I have my own struggles with alcoholism. Thank God I've gotten a grip on it, 3 years sober, blah, 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 whatever. But, like, in my experience and a lot of others that I've met through rehabilitation, the biggest thing they do is like day one, you get like, well, obviously you go to detox, but then day one in the rehab, you legitimately get plugged into a psychiatrist. And the first thing they do is like, okay, well, let's start treating the reasons why you are what you are, an addict or an alcoholic or whatever. And it's usually immediately recommending like medications. So the fact that she immediately jumps on that, as so many other people do, instead of like just mental treatment therapy or like the breathing exercise she did, that's a great example of more therapeutic things. Not that they really work the best, but you know, they're small coping skills. But so all right. Wow. Okay. All right, I'm going to be looking at the lyrics here. We're going to go back into it. I'm going to try my hardest to to not lose my mind again, because that beat was insane. All right, let's rock it back. Let's rock it back.
Hi, Ren. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making music.
Okay, so like you guys have said, right? Ren's So Ren's got like he's got Lyme's disease. He also has like the autoimmune disorder and like PTSD and stuff like that. Obviously he's suffered a crazy amount of misdiagnoses. And I mean, it wasn't until like 2014, 2015 did they finally like diagnose him as having Lyme's disease and like co-infections and such. Like, obviously, on top of all of that, the mental imbalances, but that is such an interesting initial point to make of like, looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. So they talk about that a lot, right? Your positive or negative thinking will have a direct correlation on how you feel physically. That's a big therapy psychiatrist topic, is like, you're not only going to feel bad thoughts or feel positive thoughts, it will also affect how your body wants to progress, how it wants to move. And especially somebody who's got so many co-illnesses, so many partner illnesses, so many disorders, that mental decline, that mental spiral, downward spiral, is absurd. It's so rough, dude. This guy, man, the strength he has. But like she's talking about, right? Like that negative feedback loop, like our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on your body. Your mind is making you sick. That is a big thing as well. And that's a problem with like misdiagnoses as well. There are doctors out there, and my wife is, as you guys know, she has several illnesses and disorders. That's a big thing with them is you could go in and be like, look, I can't move. I feel weak. I feel pain all the time. I feel dysfunction and fuzziness. And they can straight up just be like, well, I think it's all in your head. Or I think you might be low in vitamin D. Or I think you need to eat a sandwich. Maybe you're underweight, even when you're not. So even that, they could just be like, yeah, your mind, the way you're thinking about it, the way you're processing it is making you sick, as like as a not a spiteful response, but as a way of just being like, think better thoughts and you might feel better.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, stem cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Okay, crazy, right? Crazy. So he gives us a little insight into his life, as a new person to Ren, somebody who doesn't really know much about him, getting a little lore here, right? Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy. There's your Lyme disease. Looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids. It would like either indicating that like there's some what I forget what the side effects are to anabolic steroids, like, because it is just like well, I think it's a muscle stimulant or type of steroid or something like that, but him looking for that fixed boy anabolic steroids that want to not only feel better but to constantly be chasing something that is probably not helping. I mean, it does in the beginning, and it does definitely help you redevelop that muscle tissue and muscle mass and things, but the side effects, man, stem cell poster boy, yeah, like always being on that list for new stem cells, new research, new ways to inject things into your body that may or may not help. But he talks about like the snake oil, how a lot of it is like, since it's so still early research development, not even the people who maybe work with, steroids or stem cells or other new research development, medicine or products, even they don't know the entire spectrum of things that can happen when you just start injecting them into people's bodies. So that snake oil salesman metaphor is great. Oh, what a shame he's in pain. Have another go. Take another pill. Here, take a couple more. So just like not exactly knowing what you're diagnosed with, or the doctor's not even really caring and just being like, okay, here, we'll treat this symptom, even though it's like 40 symptoms that are all a part of one chronic disorder, or I'm sorry, not chronic, one disorder, and just like treating each individual symptom as it goes instead of treating the whole problem is just stacking those side effects. Like, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show. Obviously, talk about derealization. I mean, that's such a big topic nowadays with how big social media is and how big people are just like glued to the phones and the digital space. That derealization disorder is so horrific right now, and it does stem from people truly feeling like they're not who they are. They're not what their body is, like stuff like that. Walking hands in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration. So building up that tolerance to the medications, and then all of these little side effects he's starting to show with us right now. Drowned sucker, man. That's so brutal. Okay.
It's all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck.
The one thing I'm confused about in this video here is like, what does this pig signify? Is it like a butcher? Or is it like, I don't know.
What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good.
What does that pig represent? Like, I know pigs, like, you know, you've got like greed, gluttony, stuff like that. I'm just trying to figure out like what that would reference in this video in particular. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, sick.
Okay, right off rip, you know. Sitting there and going to like psychiatrists and therapists or even doctors and stuff like that and being like, I'm in pain. I need help. Something's not right. Something's not right in my body. And the way that they can just be like, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's crazy. Like, we've had to live through this, me with my wife, but my wife especially for her whole life. She didn't get a proper diagnosis until she was an adult. A late teenager, early adult. And she's had these disorders her whole life. Like, and yet they're just like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Or even, I guess even in this instance with him having a drug background, not allowing him the medication or the things he might need to overcome his illness because they're scared of him being a high-risk patient because of stuff like that. But I do like his introing into here for like the public, quick post for the Pick Boy, like talking about the record label stuff, feeling like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. They're like, we're given everything we need and we commoditize it. Like, we consume, we destroy, like we're parasitic. Obviously, just like the greenhouse gases, the global warming. If you're, you know, seeing this in 2025, which I hope you are, because that's when I recorded it. If not, I'm a time traveler, which is pretty dope. You have these people in government that are just absolutely bug-headed and fucking just brick walls about these like environmental and natural disasters that we are causing to this earth that we live on, and it's going to inevitably, I don't know, explode, burn down, who knows, implode. But human beings being parasitic here. Sorry, I went down a rabbit hole, but science tells us it's suicide and we still commit. Like, this is amazing, dude. It's absolutely amazing. And I think he's going to talk about being famous here, the fame-induced psychosis that can happen too, the fame-induced derealization, how much they want to use you and your sickness and your disorders and your mental imbalances to make them money. Maybe that's where the greed comes in. Maybe that's where the pig comes in. The psychiatrist keeping him sick and the pigs wanting him sick so he can keep creating these mental disorder kind of music or something like that, because they know it sells, because they know people with mental imbalances and mental disorders are going to be like, oh, that's me, I love that, I want to. But how do you keep making music like that? By staying in that mindset.
Boy, looking for a name of progress, we jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the Pick Boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke.
True.
As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
And there's your juxtaposition, right, between how we destroy the earth, how we destroy, you know, Mother Nature, the planet we get to live on just for our own superficial greed and want. And then he's also talking about like how he's bleeding himself out, worried about like maybe keeping the mental struggle real so he can keep creating this music that's for it, or, you know, bleeding himself out because he's trying all these different things to help treat treat the illness that he has that has been paining him for so long with all these misdiagnoses. I don't know. There's a lot of up in the air stuff for me here. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible the way he's able to portray like his struggle and his life and all of these fucking issues the poor man has had to go through. I mean, it's absurd. All right. Well, that was Sick Boy. God, every single one, just every single Ren song just makes you want to dive deeper and deeper into who he is as a person. It is absurd how gifted he is. And I know a lot of it comes with hard work too, don't get me wrong. But musically, lyrically, as an actor, as a producer, as a creator, to just position all of these things in a way that not only stays complicated in a sense that like you're not quite sure what everything means. It can all be, or some of it can be open-ended. But on the other side, keeping it so simple and so relatable for people to be able to absorb. I'm so happy he's still independent, like he's still in his own label, his own creations and stuff, because I would hate to see how an industry would absolutely tear somebody like this down. Like, oh. Well, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this reaction. Let me know what you want to hear next. I do have a pretty long list of Ren songs from the Chinchilla videos, the High Ren, the Tale of Jenny and Screech. But please, always let me know what you want to hear next. Always let me know how I can improve here. And always let me know how your day was even. How you're feeling, you know? That's totally fine too. But that'll be it for me today, guys. That was Sick Boy Ren. This will probably go out on Wednesday, and then we'll have another one come out on Saturday. Again, thank you. Thank you for, like, what are we at? I think we're at, like, 2,000 subscribers now. Let me check it real quick. It's absolutely insane how quickly we're moving. We're at 2,000 subscribers, guys. I cannot believe it. I think the High Ren video is at, like, 15K views. Like, you guys are absolutely incredible. I'm glad you guys like the reactions. I'm so thankful you're all here and helping me through this journey. Come join the Twitch streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Join the Discord if you want somebody to talk to, if you want to talk to me directly, and join the Patreon for exclusive content behind the scenes. That'll be it from your boy Bleach today, guys. Big love, big love. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.